Hi guys, welcome back to SHK Excel World. I am Salim Heather and I am back with the fifth part of the video series on pivot table dashboards beyond charts. And here we go. So this is our orders detail table which we have used throughout the video series. If you click on it and go to insert, and instead of inserting a pivot table, we are going to directly insert a pivot chart on it. So here is your pivot chart created in a new sheet. Click on it and go to chart tools and select the option for change chart types. So you can see a list of chart types available here. You can insert a column chart, you can also insert a bar chart, and you can insert a line chart and a few other charts as well. But if you go down the list, what if you want to insert a funnel chart, which is very interesting? Let us click on it. And it says that it is not compatible with pivot table. Okay, let us go to the tree chart. It is also not compatible. And what about a wonderful map chart, which is linked to the Bing map? It is also not compatible. So there is a very limited list of charts available which are compatible with pivot table. So what if you want to use other charts which are not compatible in your dashboard? So then there is a workaround. We will be using what we learned in our first video, which is to learn about the get pivot data feature or other reference techniques to get values from a pivot table and produce onto another sheet or another place in your Excel worksheet. So before learning this technique, if you are new to SHK Excel World, do subscribe to my channel and also click the bell icon, because this series is going viral and it is going to end soon.
So for our first chart, we need to have categories in rows area and net sales revenue in the values area. Again, we will go to the chart tools, remove the field buttons, and now we need to change the chart type to funnel chart. Select the chart, go to design, click change chart type options and click the funnel chart. But as we have already seen that this is not compatible with pivot table, so we'll have to use the get pivot data feature. First we need to format the values, click the B column and remove the decimals. Now we can sort the values from highest to lowest, because we know that in funnel chart it is always feasible to start with the highest and go with the lowest so that it forms the shape of a funnel. Click the values, go to data and click sort Z to A. So select an area and we are going to reproduce the names of categories, not by just copy pasting, because we still need to have these dynamic. Press equal to and refer to cell A2, which contains the name of first category, and copy it to the cells below. Since we do not need the grand total, we can remove it by clicking on the pivot table, going to the design and removing grand totals for both rows and columns. So we can see that if the number of categories is more or less than what we have produced in our cell references, then a 0 will appear, which is not what we want. So going to the first category, we can write the if formula equal to if the category name is equal to nil, means that the cell is blank, then we should get nil in return. Otherwise we should have whatever is produced in that cell, and bracket close, and we can copy this formula to all the cells below. So in this case, where there is nothing, then we will get nothing. Now we need to produce the values. We are going to use the get pivot data feature, and we have already learned that in detail in our first video. The link to that video is also given in the description below, and it is also given in the I reference above. So you can go and learn single or two-way references. Now this is a single reference because we only have one element in the rows area. Press equal to and go to the values, and we will see the get pivot data formula, which has the category name as hard coded element in the formula. We want it to be dynamic because we know that our first element should always be the one which has the highest number of sales or highest amount of sales. We will delete the beverages name and refer to the category name we have just produced. Press enter, format this and copy it to the cells below. So it is evident where there is no category name, we are getting a reference. So how to remove this? We are again going to use the if formula over and above this get pivot data formula. If the category name which we have produced again is equal to nil, we should get nil, otherwise we should get the relevant value through the get pivot data formula and bracket close, and we can now copy it to all the cells below. And here you go, you have a very refined reference which is obviously not a pivot table. I hope that we can insert a funnel chart on it, and this is our net sales revenue, just giving a heading to it. Go to insert and go to charts, click this arrow to see the full list of charts, and here you have the funnel chart and press OK, and you can easily insert a funnel chart into it. You can see the values. So let us change the chart title to say that this is the top categories by revenue. Now let us copy this to our dashboard, and first we have to update the slicer connections so that the slicer is also interacting with our new pivot chart. Obviously that is an indirect connection. Click on the year slicer, go to the slicer settings, then report connections, and we are going to click on to the pivot table 1 and press OK. Let us see if it is interactive and dynamic or not. Click 2018, and yes, we have our filtered results. So we have made an incompatible thing compatible with pivot table through a workaround. Just comment down below if you feel that the workaround was difficult. So you can see that in case where the dairy product in 2019, it was the highest earning category, so it is on the top, and rest follows. So the second chart we are going to insert now is the map chart. It is going to follow the same steps which we followed while preparing this funnel chart. First, let me copy this pivot table which is linked to the orders detail table to a new location, and for this one we will need not the category but the customer country in the rows area and or net sales revenue in the values area. We do not need to sort it, and it has already been formatted in the accounting format or the comma format. Again, we are going to create a link of the map chart with this data produced by pivot table through an indirect table which is created with the help of get pivot data feature. For the countries, we are going to use the equal to reference, but obviously we do know that the number of countries will change with change in the slicers with different filters being applied. So we are again going to use the if formula. If the country name is equal to nil, then we should get nil, otherwise we should get the country name and bracket close, and we can copy this to all the cells below. So at the moment all of the countries are selected and no filter has been applied, so we can stop our new table to the maximum of number of countries already produced by the pivot table and press enter. And for the values, we are again going to use the if formula. If the country name is equal to nil, then we should get nil, otherwise we should get the value by the help of get pivot data feature. Now you can see in this case that the customer country has been hard coded, which we do not want. We want it to be dynamic. We can just remove this hard coding and use the name of country we have just produced, which is in my case in the O2 cell reference, and press enter. We can format it before copying, and we can copy it to all the cells below. So this is our data which will form the basis for inserting a map chart. This is our country, just if you want to name both the columns, and this is our net sales revenue. So we are going to insert a map chart. Go to insert and insert the map chart. We can modify the colors so that it looks more informative. We can right click on the map, go to the format data series, and in the series color we can choose diverging 3 color, and we can choose different colors so that these are easily visible. So for the lowest value we can have the red color, for midpoints we can have a green color, and for the highest points we can have the blue color. So you will see that the legend has also changed. So now this chart looks more informative and easily understandable. We can also move this to our dashboard, and for seeing whether it is interactive or not, we will first have to update the links of slicers to our new pivot table. Click slicer, go to report connections. So it is pivot table number 4. So pivot table number 4 is already added. Let us see if the same is updated with other slices or not. So now we can select any of the country and see our map chart and funnel charts updating automatically. I hope you must have liked this video and understood our workaround to make the incompatible things compatible. Stay tuned for the next video, because in the next video we are going to learn how we can create an animated slicers which will look very good on your dashboard. Stay tuned to SHK Excel World.